Hi everyone, in this video we are going to find the mean, the variance, and standard deviation of a set of data values. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is find the mean. Now remember, the mean is also known as x bar. Let me get a little thicker line here. Alright, x with a bar over it. Okay? Well, the mean means you just add all the pieces of data and divide by how many there are. So I have to take 6.9 plus 8.7 plus 7.6 plus 4.8 and plus 9.0. Add them up, and there are 5 pieces of data, so divide by 5. Alright, and what we get for our mean when we total these and divide by 5, rounding to the nearest tenth, is 7.4. Alright, that is the mean. Now we're going to take and we're going to make a table, and in this table I'm going to place each piece of data and then the mean, and in order to find first of all the variance, I have to subtract each piece of data minus the mean. Okay, so I'm going to use a table. Alright, here's our x value, which is 6.9, and the mean, x bar, it's going to be 7.4. Now, next item in our table, we have to have x minus x bar. Alright, well, if we took 6.9 minus 7.4, we get negative 0.5. Okay, and then we have to take that value in order to continue on toward finding your variance, and we have to square it. So that means we take our x minus x bar, quantity squared. Squaring negative 0.5, I get 0.25. This is not the variance. This is just one of my pieces of data. I have to do that with each piece of data. So we take our 8.7, our mean, which is 7.4, subtract them, and I get 1.3. Square that, and I get 1.69. Doing the same thing with each piece of data. So next, 7.6. Alright, what you see here is I have filled in the rest of the table. I went to my 7.6, subtract the mean, get 0.2, excuse me, square it, get 0.04, and so on. So after I have finished my table, I can now compute the variance. Alright, the variance, we are going to use the lowercase Greek letter sigma. Alright, variance is sigma squared. So sigma squared equals the sum, alright, of our x minus x bar quantity squared pieces divided by how many there are, which is n. Alright, so if I total these 0.25 plus 1.69 plus 0.04 plus 6.76 plus 2.56, I get 11.3. Divide by how many there are, which is 5. So I end up with 2.26. All right, that is the variance. Now, to find the standard deviation is the square root of the variance. All right, so if the variance is the squared term, taking the square root of this. So in other words, square root of sigma squared of the variance will give you the standard deviation. So that means the square root of 2.26, which is, rounding to the nearest tenth, 1.5. So here's our mean, here's our variance, and here's the standard deviation. All right, enjoy all these fun-loving statistics.